Hey guys, so I'm back for another sort of like tech related talk today, and I wanted to talk to you guys about um, stuff that I got from Small Rig for my Canon M6 Mark II. If you've watched my previous video, I talked about whether I still love my Canon M6 Mark II 4 years into owning it, and yes, I do. And that video actually inspired me to get a few things to make it not necessarily easier, but make it more enjoyable for me to actually use this camera outdoors. And one of them is this shoulder strap. Now, when you buy the Canon M6 Mark II, it does come with its neck strap, which is fine, but it's not the most comfortable. And I also find that it falls short. It lands on like my torso here. And so if it's just hanging on my neck and I'm walking, I find that it bobs against my belly. So it's not the most pleasant experience, and I do find if I do lower it a little bit, and then let's say I'm wearing a belt, there's a possibility of scratching the screen with my belt buckle. So I've tried a couple of things like getting a wrist strap and then carrying it on my hand, but that then leaves me with one hand that's unavailable. So I thought I saw this video about simple accessories that you could get to make your photography life easier. And one of them is getting a shoulder strap that's long enough with a padding like this to make it comfortable so that you can wear it cross body like so. And it lands perfectly like on my hip, enough that when I'm walking, it's not actually moving as much as if it was against my torso. So what the other thing that I really liked about this particular strap from Small Rig is the easy release. So if I wanted to go ahead and remove it or attach the wrist strap that I have, which is also by Small Rig, I just have to hook them onto these little things. And my wrist strap also has this thing, so that makes it a lot easier for me to just go ahead and satisfyingly click that in, right? So that makes it a lot easier. It is also more comfortable. It is adjustable. It's got really good quality. And I've worn this out a couple of times while I am experimenting with film simulation recipes on my Canon M6, just like how Fujifilm has their film simulation recipes. So yeah, I've been experimenting on that and I've been really liking the outcomes. So definitely worth the investment. I really like how this is. I have yet to test it out for longer periods because I've only ever really gone out for, let's say, 2 to 3 hours in a day taking pictures outside. I don't know how much I'm gonna like it if I was, let's say, traveling and out and about the whole day. The other thing that I got, let me just take off that strap so that we can focus on the other thing. Now, this other thing I am in two minds about, and that is the Small Rig cage for the M6. Now, one of my gripes with the M6 is that it's got quite a shallow grip, so it's not, I don't feel that it is as secure as I would like it to be. But in saying that, adding this cage, I don't know. It does give you a much deeper grip, as you can see. The great thing about this is it comes with its own sort of like screwdriver, and it's magnetic, so it just can sit there. It's not going anywhere because the magnet is actually quite strong. Then I can unscrew this bottom bit here, which is what holds the cage onto the camera, and just take the camera off like that. So this is the size of my camera without the cage, and that's the depth of the grip right there up to here, which really isn't much. But because I've got small hands, it's not so bad. I would prefer the grip on the Fujifilm's XS20 because that one's got a deeper grip and it feels much more secure in the hands, the size of which is also very similar to the size of the Canon M6. Now, this cage here is meant to also add to hot shoe or cold shoe, whichever you want to call it, right there. I don't actually know the difference between a hot shoe and a cold shoe, or if there is any difference at all. And it also has quite a few screw threads here if you wanted to add some other accessory onto that. You could actually do that. And there's a few more at the bottom as well. So that's great, right? It's meant to be great. My gripe with this, well, not apart from it adds to the bulk, which I did not intend to have with this camera, because now it feels more like an X-T5, Fujifilm X-T5, or even like a proper DSLR, but the grip is definitely much better. It also, yeah, so it adds to the bulk, but it doesn't actually add, I guess, security in that sense, because the back is very much exposed. There is no caging on the back. The protection that you get is only here at the top and this front panel here, and then at the bottom. The screen is very much exposed. This top bit here is very much exposed. And I should have known this when I bought it because, hey, they were pictures, right? But I was actually, for some reason, thinking that they would make it as good as the cage that they make for the Action 3, which is also applicable to the Action 4, because this one has every corner covered. In fact, I dropped my Action 4, broke the CPL filter that I had on it, and you can see, let me just show you there. There are scratches on the corner here. There's a scratch here in the front because it fell on the pavement, right? There's a few scratches here and there, but that prevented the camera itself from actually being shattered, like the screen on the back being shattered, the screen in front being shattered, because the cage actually gives it protection in all corners. That is not the case on here. Here, this back panel is exposed, which I understand because obviously the screen tilts up, and if you had some kind of caging on the back, that would then prevent the screen from tilting up. But still, I actually thought that with this cage, it would not just add bulk, but actually provide protection for majority of the camera and not just, what, 60% of it? Well, I guess that's majority. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of my gripe. However, in saying that, the added bulk to this and the added weight actually makes it better with the strap, because without the cage, it looks like a really tiny camera attached to a heavy-duty strap. Whereas with the cage, it actually is much more proportionate to the width and the length of the camera strap. So yeah, I am in two minds about it. I don't know if I want to do that. Also, with the added grip here, it kind of pushes the buttons a little bit further back. So it will take a little bit of getting used to have that farther away here, whereas you more intuitively, the shutter button would have been here at the front, closer to that, right? But then that then gives me a tighter grip on here, and then there we go. So yeah, I have yet to decide if I like the grip, if I like the cage. I don't know if I will have any accessories that I will put on here, because these hot shoes could actually um, have lights on them or an external microphone on them, but I use a wireless lavalier mic for filming, so I don't think I will need that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm in two minds, but that's what basically it is. And I just wanted to show you the wrist strap that I have from Small Grip as well. So see, this is the same one as I've mentioned earlier, and this bit here for the strip is actually adjustable. So if you've got smaller wrists like I do, that's not a problem, but it's just an added security, I guess, to make sure that you don't accidentally drop your camera if you are just holding it with your hands. But like I said, I'd prefer to wear it crossbody and then like a gun, draw it like a gun, right? Anyways, yeah, those are my stuff from Small Rig that I've got recently. I'm fairly happy with the shoulder strap. The grip I've yet to test out. We'll see how we go. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, if you found any information helpful, then I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, if you would give me a like, maybe leave a comment down in the comment section down below.